Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, Parashat Matot Massai, that we will read this Shabbat. Before we go into the Parsha and delve into some of the issues there, I would like to focus today on one very human, ancient question. And the question is, that probably every person asked himself or herself is, who is going to remember me after 120 years? And how am I going to be remembered? That obviously leads to the next question, what should I do in order to be remembered for generations to come? And many people come with many different solutions to this ancient question. Today I would like to present to you a solution perhaps, or at least food for thought regarding this very important question. At the end of Parashat Matot, the Torah describes a very interesting story about a person by the name of Novach. This person conquered a city in the other side of the Jordan River, and he named the city after himself, thinking that everyone will know from now on that that city belongs to him and his name applies on that city. However, our sages said later on in a Talmudic paragraph that it didn't work. No one remembered generations after that Novach was the person who conquered those cities, and the name of the city changed many times after that. So he was not successful. And obviously the question is, what's the point? What's the point of this entire description in the Torah? What is the message that the Torah tries to send us? Rabbi Shimshon Raphael Hirsch, one of the leading rabbis in Germany, suggested the following idea. He claimed that Novach made a tremendous mistake. He thought that the way to perpetuate his name for eternity will be by putting his name on a big wall, on a big building, saying, this building was donated by Novach or was conquered by Novach. And he was mistaken. It's not that it's not important to have your name on a wall or on a building. We need it. We need a shul. We need a yeshiva. We need a school. We need a federation. We need a JCC. We need it all. We need buildings. But more importantly than buildings, we need people. We need children and the next generation that is committed to the values, to the ideals, to the structure. Because you can have a most beautiful building, but if you don't have people to come and use it, it becomes a museum. It just becomes a monument. And a monument will be forgotten. The idea is to invest not only in buildings, but to invest in people. To stimulate the young minds. To create opportunities of influencing the young people. To be engaged, to be involved, to contribute, to be part of, and to commit themselves and their next generation to the buildings we build for them. It's much easier to give money, to give tzedakah to a building. And it is important. However, it's much harder to invest in people. But in the long run, it's probably more meaningful. When we influence a person and we change his or her life, the ramifications of how is that going to reflect on their children and their children's children because of our influence is something that will last forever. So if we go back to our initial question and we ask, who is going to remember us and how we're going to be remembered And what should we do in order to be remembered? I think the solution is probably pretty clear. Yes, we need buildings. Yes, we need walls and structure. But even more importantly, we need to invest in people. We need to invest in the Jewish people. We need to invest in the young generation that is being challenged in so many fronts. We need to know that we influence at least one person. And this one person will influence another person. And one by one, we can win the entire Jewish people. We can do it. We must do it. Not only to perpetuate our name, but rather to help the Jewish people for generations to come. Thank you.